Hello, good morning po sa lahat. Welcome sa ating Tuesday market briefing. So to start, let me share my screen with you. Ayan, medyo matagal nga lang po medyo mabagal si Converge ngayon. Yan, so we start with the euro-dollar pair. So again, just like dati nating ginagawa, we go to the daily chart first and see what is the bias for today. So kung titingnan mo yung bias ngayong araw, ang bias ngayong araw ay paakyat. Kasi if you are going to look at this could be your resistance and this could be your support. Ito po. Ito yung maaaring support mo ngayon at yung ayan, so ito yung support, ito yung resistance. Ano po? Itong dalawa. So saan ang presyo? Nasa gitna. So ano po yung pwede niyang gawin ngayon? Based on this price action, you have a reversal pattern here. You have a engulfing pattern formation just after your support. So you can expect that the price will try to make an attempt to the resistance for today. So maghahanap ka sa smaller time frame mo ng pwede mong entry price for a buying position. So dito sa smaller time frame mo, kung nakita nyo, dapat sana ang galaw nito, technically, if you talk about technical movement ng presyo, dapat nung dumating dito yung presyo, bumaba din siya. Pero ang nangyari, umakyat siya, no? So, I really don't know kung anong nangyari kagabi or few hours ago, 4, 8, 12, 16 hours ago, kung anong nangyari, bakit bigla siyang umakyat dito. Somebody might have talked up the euro or might have prepped up yung euro, I don't know. Pero dapat sana pag umabot dito yan, bababa siya ulit. Kasi it will just fill the void. Kung after filling the void, it will go down again. It will come down again. But this time, it didn't. So mukhang paakyat nga siya hanggang dito sa 1987. So if we are, yung daily natin is, ano bang bias niya ngayon? Paakyat. So ang ating hourly, ang titingin tayo sa hourly kung saan siya pwedeng dumapo para umakyat. So it might correct up to until this afternoon, kasi maaga pa ngayon, it might correct up to 1917 area and then that's the time that it will go up again. 1917 is something, it's somewhere here. Ito yung mga previous support or resistance areas, So malapit po dyan. So we will just consider buy at 1917 area. And then ang take profit mo is 1988. Bakit 1988? Ito po yung 1988 natin. 1988 is a previous high. Ito. So kung titingnan mo yung high niyan, na igalaw lang yan. But if you look at the high here, High, it's 1989 na, no? So, ang target mo should be 1980, 1989 or 1990 na yan. So, ang cut loss mo from buying at 1917, it's 1891 because of 26 pips sa hourly ATR mo. 13 pips ang hourly ATR mo. Yan, applying your factor rule, you arrive at 26. Ayan po. Then yung next natin is GBP USD. Ang GBP USD naman natin is, if you look at the daily chart, yan. So, technically again, it should be going up today kasi ito po is a spinning top formation, and whether you consider this as spinning top formation or you consider this as Harami formation, kasi ang Harami po is has a smaller real body that is encompassed within the real body of the previous bar, and it is about 1/4 size of the previous real body. So ito po, it falls in that category. Ano po? So ito is a Harami formation, and dapat sana ito ngayon ay paakyat. Tumama siya dito sa support na to, so probably it is just making pero dapat sana talaga nagpapakita na siya ng ano, no? So yung 4 hours po natin, so it's neither here nor there because of the spinning top. And if we look at it in the smaller time frame, nagko-consolidate na yung price mo. So ito na yung umpisa nung paggagalugad mo sa 200-day moving average. So ang previous trend, yes ma'am? Marami po. Hindi ko pa na-check. I-check ko pa lang mamaya pag ano natin. May speech po galing ng BOE. Hello, Ma'am Joanne. Hello po, biglang naputol. Yes, ma'am. Oh. Kaya po siguro nagko-consolidate po itong ano natin. So, babasahin muna natin to because I don't want to be unduly influenced by my sentiment towards the fundamental news. So, dito muna tayo. So, on purely technical level, kung nakikita mo nagko-consolidate siya, nagko-consolidate saan ang previous trend mo? Your previous trend was from a downtrend. Ayan po. Oh. So, meron kang consolidation, downtrend. So, ibig sabihin, what may happen is it will continue the direction of the downtrend based on the previous movement before the consolidation. So dito, maghahanap po tayo ng entry level natin dito, which can be this one. So you take note first of the 3869 area kasi yan po yung 200-day moving average natin dito. Nagko-consolidate siya. So alamin muna natin sa smaller time frame kung yung 3869 nga ba ay may saysay. Ano po? So dito, makikita mo is an area of resistance. Ano po? Bakit? Kasi kung nakikita mo dito previously, it acted as support and it acted as support dito. So it may act as a resistance here now. So ang ititingnan mo ngayon is any price approaching this level will be a good area to sell. The 3862 area, 3862 area, ang target profit mo is 3778 at ang cut loss mo is 3898, which is 36 pips away from your entry price. So clear po yan. Kung wala na pong tanong dyan, ang 3778 ay galing yan dito sa previous low. So dito po, yan, 3778. So, kung wala na pong tanong dyan, we can now move on sa AUD-USD. Ang AUD-USD naman natin, ang tagal, yan. Kung titingnan mo ang daily niya, kung titingnan mo ang daily ng AUD-USD mo, pababa siya, no? It will try to have an approach towards this trend line. Whether you look at this as head and shoulder or you look at this as a broadening formation, yan, whether head and shoulder or broadening formation, pareho ang kanyang implication. So kung ang tingin po natin dito is broadening formation or head and shoulder siya, kung head and shoulder yan, malamang ang breakout niya is here. It will try to make an attempt here. So downward ang kanyang bias. So if you look at your smaller time frame and look for a bias of your yan, so ito yung smaller time frame mo. Ito na yung presyo ngayon. Parang ngayon lang ata siya lumaglag. Kanina hindi pa eh. I'll just check ha. Ngayon lang po pala lumaglag yan. So bagong-bago lang po. So dito sa hourly natin, if you look at the hourly, kaya po ang basa po natin kanina is habang wala, sell at 77.48, ang target mo is 76.68, ang cut loss mo is 77.72. You have 24 pips of possible cut loss. Ano po? Kasi ang entry price mo is 77.48. Ngayon nandito pa lang po yan kasi kanina. An hour ago, it was just here and I was still hoping that it will go up to around this moving average here before it makes a drop. So hindi na po siya nag-correct, lumaglag siya. So kung ganyan po ang ginagalaw niya ngayon, saan siya pwedeng mag-correct ulit? It may correct at these price levels. So kung mag-aantay ka ng presyo, you'll have to wait for it to correct at either 50-day moving average or 26-day moving average. So ang gagawin mo niyan, ang note na ilalagay mo, sell on hourly EMA 26 or 50. Yan po ang gagawin mong approach dito sa AUD-USD. So kung wala na pong tanong dyan, we may now move on to the Japanese yen. Ang Japanese yen naman po ay ang Japanese yen, ang daily niya ay pababa pa rin, ano? Kasi kung napansin ninyo, it has been consistently doing a lower high from the previous days. So if it is consolidating here, pero hindi pa naman po siya nagko-consolidate ng, as in ang consolidation niya is not confirmed by the 200-day moving average kasi ang technical consolidation po, yan po ay dapat gumagalugad sa 200-day moving average. As to why, I explained that in my Saturday classes. So, dito, ang what we are expecting here is it might have an approach up to this price level. Yung closing price po nito, ang closing price nito ay 108.09. Yan. So, malayo po ang 108.74 to 108.09, di ba? Pwedeng isang malaking galaw yan ng buong maghapon. So, yung 74 up to 09 level or 0, 108 flat level or 107 something, no? It may exceed kasi ng konti dyan. So, let's try to see at the smaller time frame kung posible ba yung tinitingnan natin ngayon. So, it may, ayan po, it may hit this price. Pwedeng dito siya huminto. No? So, dito sa 107.24, kung lumagpas man yan, hanggang siguro 107 flat na lang. Yan, or a little bit below 107 flat, which is 106.90, 90, or yung mga konting ano lang doon, no? Konting sobra lang doon. So kung nakikita mo to, ito kasi yung resistance na tinitingnan natin, 109.36. So nakikita mo, based on that resistance, medyo nagpatuloy na, basing on that resistance, if you are going to look at the psychology of the market, medyo nagtuloy-tuloy yung kanyang pagbaba after hitting this one. So pausad-usad yung pagbaba niya, we can probably see a retest of this law for today. So ayan, so ang gagawin mo dito, if you look at your hourly, maghahanap ka ngayon ng area of value for you to sell. So kung titingnan mo siya, pwede kang mag-sell at any price here sa pagsampa ng iyong 50-day moving average. You can sell at prices near or at your 50-day moving average kasi pababa po ang tinutumbok ng presyo ngayon, no? So 108.80, yan 108.85, 108 something. So lagay mo na lang 80. So ang target mo is 108.04 or somewhere near the 108 flat, no? Or yung sa ating 4 hours, meron kang moving average dito na ito malayo-layo, 108.20 or 108, ayan. So yung 108.20, be conscious of that. Maglagay ka lang ng asterisk 108.20 para lang maano ka, ma-remind ka na be ready to take profit at 108.20 kasi it might make a touch and go approach at 108.20. So kung wala na pong tanong dyan, we can now move on sa ating gold. So ang gold naman ay, let's do the hour daily first. So yung daily mo, nakikita mo na clear naman na pababa siya, no? Because any attempt nearing this price level here at 26-day moving average, it goes down. Dito, dito, dito. Ayan, no? So here also, malamang ganun din ang gawin niya. So dito ngayon, if you try to look at smaller time frame, yan, so ito yung previous resistance mo. So meron siyang approach dito. Every time it approaches this, it goes down. So ang selling mo is around this price level, which is 17.38. Ngayong oras lang nangyari po, no? So 17.38.44. Sell at 17.38.44. Ang target mo is 16.99. Saan galing ang 16.99? Ito pong low na to. Yan. The low price here is 16.76 and here is 16.99. So before you can expect it to hit here, ito muna. So dito 1699.15, kaya po ang target natin 1699. Ang cut loss mo is 17.46. So kung wala na pong tanong dyan, let's come to Forex news. Courtesy of Forex FX Street. So itong mamayang hapon sa GBP, merong jobless claims. Ito yung kanilang version ng jobless claims. Ano po? It's going to be about job data sa UK ngayon. Kaya po medyo magalaw po yan mamayang hapon before the UK opening. And then they also have speech coming from the governor ng Central Bank ng Bank of England ng Bank of England which is the central bank of the UK. So magkakaroon ng speech yan regarding probably their policy, monetary policy, kung ano yung kanilang magiging approach. So sa US naman po, walang masyadong pula but there will still be some market movers. Ano bang pwedeng market mover dito? Ito parang hindi na negligible naman itong pag hindi si Powell ang magsasalita, pag mga yung ano lang, yung mga minions ng Federal Reserve or ng FOMC, yung minions nila yung mga Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, Federal Reserve Bank of some other else, no? Detroit, ano pa yung mga Federal Reserve dyan? Basta yung mga 12 na Federal Reserve Banks. Yan, yung mga governor kasi nila, minsan-minsan nagsasalita. It's not that their words don't count. Ano po? It does, but it does not weigh as much as what Powell's pronouncements will does, no? So ito po yung mamayang gabi at 10 o'clock ng gabi, ito magsasalita din siya. So you might see some spikes sa market also. Lalo pat may kasabay na news na new home sales which is under the broad topic of consumer spending also or spending consumption spending ano po ng mga ng market. Ayan. So ito yung spending data ng market because market don't spend if they don't have good source of income. So yan yung mga tinitingnan din nila kung umaakyat yan tapos ang job data mo continuous na umaakyat din, then that is a confirmation that the labor market that the economy is gearing towards higher levels. Ano po? So it's probably the start of breaking away from contraction, or it's probably the start of expansion. I don't know how you put that. Pero yun po yung ano niya, yung takeaway doon. So wala na po, maliban doon, wala na pong iba na pwedeng magpagalaw po. So ang medyo magalaw ngayon ay the UK currency. So you can expect quite volatility from UK currency before the data comes out this afternoon. So on that note, maraming salamat po sa pagsama po sa atin and hope to see you all again tomorrow.